Imagine walking into a restaurant, ordering food, and then being handed the job of cooking it yourself. In most countries, that sounds ridiculous. After all, isn't the whole point of a restaurant to have someone else cook for you? Yet every day, millions of people sit down at Korean BBQ restaurants, place raw meat on a grill built right into the table, and happily cook their own dinner. What's even stranger is that this isn't some modern gimmick. The tradition goes back centuries and is rooted in Korean history, culture, and a completely different way of thinking about food. So why do Koreans cook meat at the table? The answer begins long before Korean BBQ restaurants existed. Hundreds of years ago, Korea was a very different place. Most people lived in farming villages, and meat was much rarer than it is today. For much of Korean history, beef was especially valuable because cattle were used for farming. Killing a cow meant losing one of the most important tools a family owned. As a result, meat was often saved for special occasions, celebrations, or important gatherings. When people did eat meat, the meal wasn't just about filling their stomachs. It was an event. Family members and friends would gather together around a fire, sharing food and conversation. Even back then, eating was often a social activity rather than an individual one, and that idea would eventually shape Korean BBQ forever. Long before gas stoves and electric grills, cooking happened over open flames. A fire naturally became the center of any gathering. People sat around it for warmth, light, conversation, and food. When meat was cooked over charcoal or wood fires, everyone could watch it happen. The smell, the sound, and the anticipation became part of the experience. Instead of disappearing into a kitchen, the food was prepared right in front of everyone. The meal became entertainment. People weren't just eating together, they were creating the meal together. Over time, this simple act of gathering around a fire became deeply connected to Korean dining culture. One of the most important ancestors of modern Korean BBQ was a dish known today as bulgogi. The word literally means fire meat. Thin slices of beef were marinated and cooked over flames. Versions of this dish existed centuries ago and became popular among different social classes over time. The key detail wasn't just the meat. It was the cooking method. Fire remained the star of the show. People could smell the sweet marinade caramelizing. They could hear the sizzling. The cooking process itself became part of the meal's enjoyment. This connection between fire, meat, and shared dining would survive for generations. As Korean cities grew and restaurants became more common, something interesting happened. Instead of keeping the fire in a separate kitchen, many restaurants brought the grill closer to customers. Charcoal grills were placed directly at tables. Customers could watch the cooking happen in real time. Fresh meat arrived uncooked. The grill became the centerpiece of the dining experience. This wasn't done because restaurants wanted customers to do extra work. It was done because freshness mattered. Meat cooked seconds before eating tastes very different from meat that has been sitting under heat lamps or waiting in a kitchen. The closer the fire was to the diner, the better the experience became. To many people, cooking your own food sounds inconvenient, but Korean BBQ isn't really about efficiency. It's about participation. Everyone at the table becomes part of the meal. Someone flips the meat, someone cuts it, someone wraps it in lettuce, someone keeps an eye on the grill. The meal becomes interactive. Instead of staring at phones or waiting silently for food to arrive, people naturally talk, laugh, and work together. The grill gives everyone something to share. In Korean culture, meals are often viewed as social experiences rather than individual events. Cooking together helps create that experience. If you've ever eaten Korean BBQ, you've probably noticed that the meat isn't the only thing on the table. Small side dishes called banchan begin appearing almost immediately. Kimchi, pickled vegetables, bean sprouts, potatoes, radishes, and many more. These dishes transform the meal into something much larger than grilled meat. Each bite can be different. One moment you're eating beef, the next you're combining meat, garlic, sauce, and vegetables into a lettuce wrap known as sesam. The table becomes a constantly changing mix of flavors and textures. The grill may be the centerpiece, but the side dishes complete the experience. For much of its history, Korean BBQ was primarily enjoyed in Korea, but during the late 20th century, Korean communities around around the world began opening restaurants in new countries. People who had never experienced table grilling suddenly found themselves sitting around sizzling grills. The experience was unlike anything many diners had seen before. The food was delicious, but the experience was what people remembered. Customers weren't simply eating, they were participating. As Korean culture spread globally through movies, television, music, and the internet, Korean BBQ grew alongside it. Today, Korean BBQ restaurants can be found across North America, Europe, Australia, and many other parts of the world. At first glance, Korean BBQ seems like a strange idea. Why go to a restaurant just to cook your own food? But that's exactly the point. The grill isn't there to save work for the restaurant. It's there to bring people together. For centuries, fire has been a place where people gather, talk, laugh, and share food. Korean BBQ simply brings that ancient tradition directly to the table. So the next time you hear meat sizzling on a Korean BBQ grill, remember, you're not just cooking dinner. You're taking part in a tradition that has brought people together for generations.